Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me this morning is Kim. We're going to be talking about Heat On. This is an amazing program, and Kim. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come out here and share this with us. We're going to be talking about the 32nd annual Heat On free furnace maintenance for veterans, which is coming up Saturday tomorrow, and it's going to be a big event.
Yeah, we're super excited. Thanks for having me on. So it's our 32nd annual event, and we're going to be servicing about 60 veterans' homes throughout Dane County and some surrounding areas, including 2 in Fitchburg, which is very exciting for us. And we have 60 volunteers, steam fitting volunteers from around the community. Local 601, Steam Fitters Local 601, we're going to host a breakfast for the steam fitters at their training facility in Madison. And then we have 5 of our local contractors, 1901 Incorporated, All Comfort Services, Bassett Mechanical, General Heating and Air Conditioning, and then Illingsworth Kilgus Mechanical that have all donated trucks to help with the services. So technicians from all of those contractors and a couple more will be volunteering their morning from 8 a.m. till noon on Saturday to service all the furnaces from our 60 veterans. So we're really excited. It gives us an opportunity to go out, meet our veterans, hear their story, and be able to clean and service their furnaces so they're warm this winter.
What do the techs that volunteer their time say about doing this and taking part in this?
Yeah, they love it. They love being able to sit down with the veterans and hear their stories, especially some of our technicians are veterans themselves, so they can share their experiences and just learning, what they've been through. And we were actually really blessed 2 years ago during this program. We serviced a furnace of a World War II veteran who actually had been in and out of the hospital. The doctors kind of thought that maybe he was doing some things to himself, and that's why he was winding up in the hospital. And it turns out that he had carbon monoxide poisoning from his furnace, and that's what was causing him to go to the hospital repeatedly. So we were able to shut down his furnace, get everything fixed, and make his home safe for him. So we really feel like we saved his life. So it's stories like that, along with hearing their stories. And some of them come out with medals across their table, and it's just kind of like, let me show you all the amazing things that I've done. And hearing those stories is really near and dear to our heart.
Well, and of course, with the cold weather kicking in here, obviously it's perfect timing going into that. But why is it so important to get our furnaces checked going into before we just turn them on and let's just go?
Yeah, for veterans or anybody, it's really important to have your furnace serviced once a year. Make sure that it's clean and the filters are changed. And depending on your furnace, it'll depend on how often you change those filters. But it just helps with the longevity of your furnace, and especially with the winter coming up and the chills in the air right now, so you can kind of feel it coming. And
right.
I know my furnace is running right now, so you never want to be stuck with a furnace that isn't running and be stuck in the cold and just freezing. And it's a problem, so we want to make sure that we can at least help our veterans on this Saturday to make sure they're warm this winter.
When you have gone out and talked with these veterans, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but what's their reaction to receiving being chosen and then having these techs come out, and it's got to be a pretty humble experience.
Yeah, they're super thankful. I have not spoken with one veteran on the phone or been to their house on the event day that hasn't just been super gracious and grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this program. So they're super thankful. They're wonderful. Last year we actually helped a woman whose boyfriend, herself, and her medically discharged son were all veterans living in the home. And while we were out there servicing her furnace, she was down in Texas. Her father was super ill, and she was saying her last goodbyes. And so we were able to be there and take care of her furnace. So it's one thing she doesn't have to worry about this winter. Her furnace is clean and checked and will run perfectly fine for her family, while she was downstairs working, saying her goodbyes to her father, who was also a veteran. It was a 3-generation family, and it's just stories like that and being able to impact people's lives. She still calls and says how grateful she is for it. So we're just super appreciative at the opportunity to help people.
Overall, why is volunteering so important for a community?
Yeah, it's hugely important. There's so many people that need assistance and need help, whether it's veterans or not veterans. This is just a small piece that we can help with in the community. We're always willing to help people, and we just want to give back as much as we can. And this is just a tiny, tiny piece of the puzzle. We wish we could help more people, but we're really grateful we're going to be able to help these 60 veterans on Saturday.
The businesses that are participating in it, have they been long-term partners
Absolutely.
with this? I assume they had been, but
yeah, absolutely. Our contractors have been wonderful. Every year they donate trucks. Their technicians volunteer their time. And then in addition to that, all of the supply houses that are involved, they donate all of the supplies. So the service trucks can get everything replenished after the event, and they're really wonderful. So our participating supply houses are Designair, First Supply, Gustav A. Larson, Industrial Controls, Johnstone Supply, and Temperature Systems, Inc. So they've all been wonderful partners with us year after year, and we're super grateful for them.
Yeah, I think without their help, certainly they wouldn't get this event off the ground. And,
without our contractors and our supply houses, we would just be a bunch of people out there trying to help.
Right.
So we couldn't do it without them.
No, I think this is a special event, and hopefully everything goes well and everybody gets clean furnaces and
definitely
and is ready to move forward. Now you're pretty full for this year, but in the future we want to make sure that veterans that are listening today can take advantage of applying. I assume there's an applying process or something. How can they keep in touch with you for next year?
Yeah, of course. So we get a majority of our homes from the Dane County Veteran Services Office or the VA hospitals, so they can reach out to them or they can call our office at 608-288-1414. So we're more than welcome to start taking names. I think we have 10 people on the list for next year, so we are taking names right away.
Good to hear. Kim, thank you so very much for coming out. Again, best of luck for everybody out there, and thank you for everything you guys are doing to make this happen. It's an amazing program.
Thank you so much for helping us spread the word.
All right, there you go. The 32nd annual Heats On Furnace Maintenance. I can't think of a better way to kick off the cold season than with a great volunteer event like this. We're going to take a quick break. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.